What's going on, YouTube? This is Ray, and I'm here to upload this video that I promised everyone a while back when I used to have my 98 Nissan Frontier. And this video I'm going to show you how to drive a manual transmission. Now, I took off my shift knob because, just messing around with my friends, made a little deal. He'll get it back in shift knob when I go back to school, so yeah. Anyways, it's in neutral right now. Going side to side is in neutral. All manual transmissions. I don't know if you can see it that well. It's a bit blurry, but here's the gas. Hold on. Gas, brake, clutch. For a manual transmission, you need both legs to drive. Your left one for the clutch, your right one for the gas and brake. This is a fast-speed car, so neutral, 1, 2, middle, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse. So what we're gonna do, I have the foot all the way in the clutch. I'm not using English right now. All the way to the left, straight up. That's first. Now, as I'm letting go of the clutch, I'll be giving it gas so it won't stall on me. So, there you go. Now that is done, I don't need the clutch right now. I could literally just do this. I don't need the clutch right now. Just don't let it go too low. First right now. Alright, coming up at a stop. When you're coming up at a stop, put in your clutch, brake. Make sure no one's coming over. Give it gas as you're letting it go. Also told me to shift it, so clutch in, second. I'm sorry, I'm driving one-handed and there's crazy people. Anyway, see, you hear the motor, like the motor will tell you when you need to, change the gear if your car doesn't tell you. Most cars, they will nowadays because they're newer, but like older models, like my 98 Nissan Frontier, that one didn't tell me since, it's an older model. Alright, listen. You see? Like, you can hear the motor, or it'll tell you, but I always go by the sound of motor because most of the time that assist thingy, they'll tell you, like right now it's telling me to shift it, but the problem is if I shift it, like I need to give it more power, so I'm gonna go back to third. Fourth. There you go. You see, that's why I need to shift it. If I actually did shift it at the time it told me to shift it, like I would need to give it more power. So that's always go off the sound of the motor to know when I need to shift it or not. I'm in fourth right now. You can see see how the shifter's pointing a bit down in the middle? That's fourth gear. But if you don't know and you have a stock shifter from the factory, the factory stock shifter, all of them will tell you, they'll have the numbers right there and they'll tell you what gears. Alright, I'm at a stop right here. Back on first. Second. Now third is a little bit tricky because for third, all you have to do is push it up and push it up. Like it up once, it will automatically go in the middle where it's third and fourth if it's a 5-speed transmission. I don't know about 4-speed transmissions, but all I know is about 5-speed transmission. That's all I've ever drove in my life. When I've ever had a manual transmission cars, they've always been 5-speed. But if you push it up once, it'll go in the middle. Like, see, right now here's third. If I go straight down from the middle, that's gonna be fourth. So in the 5-speed transmission, if you don't know what third is, just push it up, let it go in the middle, push it straight up again, that's third. That's what I'm saying. Third is a little bit tricky because if you go like, let me show you here in a bit once I can stop because I don't want to kill this car. You can see, let's say you're at a stop, you're in second. If you go like that, you go to first. I need to go to first right there. Oh, sorry for the bad aiming. Like I said, I'm doing this single-handedly. That's third. No, I just grab the knob and just go like that because, you know, I'm used to it already. But when I was, let's say, a rookie driver for a manual transmission, I'd have to push it up and push it up again because I did not know. It took me a while to figure out how to, you know, actually do third. So I'm coming to a stop. I always put in neutral because if you keep your foot on the clutch, you'll actually waste the clutch. You'll need to buy a new clutch. So when you're at a stop, just keep it in neutral and keep your foot on the gas for when you need to go to first. Not the gas, sorry, the brake. But like, yeah, that's something that no one has ever taught me, something I had to figure out on my own. Is that when you're on the stop, just put it in neutral and don't keep your foot on the clutch because if you do, then that's wasting the clutch faster. And you know, that's an expensive part since the clutch goes connected to the transmission. That's one thing I don't like about transmission cars, that when you waste your clutch, you can't go anywhere because you need your gears, you know, to actually get going. Clutch killer. And when you're going down, like let's say you're going at a decent speed, you don't need your clutch. Just keep your foot on the keep your foot on the rest right there, so that you don't keep your foot on the clutch. Because if you keep your foot on the clutch at all times, you're riding the clutch and you'll know how much pressure you're putting on there. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit of pressure. It doesn't matter if it's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure, you can't like. Anyways, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit of pressure. It's still wasting the clutch. So don't be a clutch killer and keep your foot on the clutch. Like, please don't. Now, no, this video is just to show you how to drive a manual transmission. But I'm trying to give you tips. I'm trying to give you all tips as well before you actually start driving. You're a rookie driver. First time driving the manual transmission, so I'm sorry if I make this video way too long. But anyways, a helpful tip for when you're on the hill. Like on the hill, that's when people mess up a lot because like, you keep your foot in the clutch, you try to give it gas, but the car's going backwards. You start to freak out a little bit. But when you're on the hill, put your foot all the way in the clutch, put your foot on the brake, and just give it gas just little by little. Don't freak out and try to give it a lot, because then that's how you stall it. I know, I've been through that. And there you go. Like, I've had to drive on hills a ton of times. Like, I had to be stopped on the hill a lot. Like, and it's not fun. Mostly in the manual transmission, because in the manual transmission, the car will actually start to go backwards. Now, the newer models, like newer cars, let's say like 2018, 17, 2016, 15, somewhere around there. But those newer cars, like they have a system that'll prevent that, like it'll give you an assist. But older cars like this '05 Honda Civic, it doesn't have that. So if you're driving like a newer car, then you don't need to worry about it, because like it'll actually assist you with it. Some cars, you know. But if you have an older car, you actually do need to worry about that, because once you put your foot, like once you left off the brake, you know, you leave off the brake, you try to give the gas, and the car will start to go backwards. Anyways, like I said, just don't panic. Calm down. Stay as calm as you can. Give it gas as you're letting go of the clutch. And when you're parking the car, if your e-brake doesn't work, I recommend you to put it in first gear and turn it off, because first gear is the strongest for that. But if you're parking, like let's say you're on a little bit of a hill, the car's pointing towards the car is pointing towards down like that, park your car in first. But if your car is slanted like that, something like that, park your car in reverse. That way it won't go backwards. Because if you, like my old Nissan, the e-brake did not work at all. Like it was crap. Like I don't know what was up with that e-brake, but it did not work at all. And I could tell, because this is what I do with all my cars. When I first get a car, I always put on the e-brake and try to drive it. You'll know if it's worked excellent or not, because if it worked excellent like this Honda Civic e-brake, like it will not go at all. For example, my Nissan Frontier, you put on the e-brake, it'll still keep going like if it had no e-brake. So yeah, that's how you can tell if your e-brake works or not. Well, that's my way. I don't know if you'd want to do that, but still, that's my way. Anyways, I come up on my exit, but like I hope you enjoy this video. Please, if it's helpful, share it with other people that want to learn manual transmission. Let me know in a comment if you want more tips or like that, more guides, more tips. If you want to make a separate